Hey everyone, my name is Jim, and today we're going over the official Tesla Model Y HEPA filter retrofit. This can be found in the Tesla app if you have a car that does not have the HEPA filter, but you'd like to install it yourself. It's roughly around $170 to install it yourself, or it's around $300 to have Tesla install it for you. They give you all the parts. If you do order it, you just have to go pick them up at the counter. You have to just let them know you're going to install it yourself, and they'll give you a list of parts. Now, I'll place this list of parts in the details as of 1/6/24 with all the SKU numbers, but it should just be in there. Now, the tools you're going to need is you're going to need 10mm socket, a rivet nut tool, a drill, and a 10mm drill bit or a 3/8 drill bit. It's the same thing. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to jump into this. So you're going to want to unscrew these 4 bolts that are holding your frunk in place. They're pretty simple. They're the same size. It doesn't matter where they go. There's also this little plastic body clip that is connected to your windshield washer fluid and the frunk. Make sure you take this out as well. And then in the frunk part, you want to lift up from the actual front. There's this little connector. This is a safety connector that allows a person, if they're stuck in there, to press a button and open up the frunk. I don't know if a person would fit in the frunk, but if they could emergency get this out. So make sure you disconnect that. It only fits in one way. And then at this point, this is what Teslas look like. And mine was filthy. It had leaves and stuff in here. So what I did is this is a perfect time to clean all that stuff. There's also one more 10mm bolt. This one is silver, and this is just the only thing that's holding your air intake in place. And then there's these 2 little metal rods that you just seated onto the actual car, but there's no bolt. So all you do is you kind of just bring it out forward, and then that is the removal of the air intake. And mine was filthy. Plus, if you actually look at the car too, mine had like leaves and debris. Now this vent right here, this goes right to your cabin air filter. So it is dirty. I cleaned mine out. I was picking leaves and little sticks and debris out of here, and then I vacuumed it up. Now you're just going to want to line up the new ones with the 2 little rods that are back there, and then you're going to want to use that same 10mm bolt that you just took out and put it into here. So that's the install of the air intake. You notice this one's more forward facing rather than top facing. Now, the hard part is right here. So Tesla made 3 different models of the Model Y. They made one that has holes but no threads. They have one with holes, or they have one without holes at all, so you have to drill. And then they also made one that you don't have to do any drilling. The threads are already there. You just have to basically screw down your HEPA filter. Mine has the holes, but there's no threads. And the holes are 9mm, but the retrofit is a 10mm, so I'm going to have to actually drill on both sides of my car. It actually only took about 2 minutes to drill each hole. The whole installation and put back together was literally 15 minutes. I timed the entire thing, and I filmed it with an actual camera. Now, if you have to drill holes or mark holes, drill holes, your holes are too small and you have to drill, Tesla gives you the exact size rivets that they want. These are 10mm rivets. Now, the only thing you do need is you do need to have a 10mm drill bit or a 3/8 drill bit, and then that's what you're going to use to basically widen these up or make these bigger. You also want to hold your drill perfectly level. You want it to be square. You don't want it to be off angle or anything, because then your threads will be off angle and you won't be able to install this correctly, and you only get one chance at this. So just make sure you drill perfectly straight on both sides. Now, this is one that I drilled out already, and here's an example with the rivet. So I'm just going to place the rivet on here, and you'll see it just seeds itself in just like that. And I screwed a bolt on there just to show you as well. So that's basically what it will look like, and you'll have your HEPA filter in here. Now, this is a rivet nut tool. I might be saying it wrong. That's just what I call it. Here's a rivet, and I'm just going to show you how it works. I basically have this threaded on here, and I'm applying pressure, and I'm crushing the end to the top, essentially. So if we take a closer look, you'll notice that there's the rivet that will be inside the car with the threads. Then you'll see this first notch, And then the middle notch where you're not seeing anything, that's where the metal of the Tesla is. So it would be top of the rivet, Tesla metal, bottom of the rivet, and it basically gets mashed in there so it can't move. But now you have a threaded rivet, so you can actually screw the HEPA filter in. Now, here's one I've already crushed. Again, I only had one hand, and I need both hands to do this, but I'm basically unscrewing the this tool from the rivet that was already crushed into the Tesla. It's very simple. Also, these tools can be found online from like $15 to 35 to 100. It depends what you get. They're very inexpensive. There it is. This is what it looks like when you have a rivet in your Tesla right here. So very clean, very easy. You just have to do the other side now. So I've already drilled both. I've installed it on one. I'm going to install it on the other. Also, you do want to leave a couple threads like longer than the rivet. You don't want it to be flush. You just want to leave it a little bit longer. And yeah, you just basically need a little bit of muscle strength. And you're going to mash these two handles together, and that's what's going to make it crush on top of the Tesla. So very simple, very easy. The next part is to actually install the HEPA filter, which again is super easy too. You're just going to line it up with your air intake. As you can see right here, it only fits on one way, so you can't really screw this up. And then you're just going to line up the holes on both sides where your rivets were just put into place. And then what you're going to do, and I couldn't do this on camera again because I'm one person, is it's going to be a washer that Tesla gave you. Then there's a bolt with another washer. So it goes washer, HEPA filter, washer, and then you're going to tighten it down. So I'll show you a quick shot of that. Very simple, very easy to install this. Again, 15 minutes max, even if you have to drill, even if you have to mark anything. And if you do have to mark anything, install your HEPA filter first and then drop a pin or a pen or a marker so you can mark where the hole is, and that will be exactly where you're going to screw it in. So this is the finished product. Essentially, we have a washer, the HEPA filter washer, and then the bolt that we tighten down with a 10mm socket, and this is what it looks like. Very simple, very easy. There's nothing else. Now you just need to reinstall your frunk and your apron. Make sure you plug that one piece into your frunk again. So this little part right here, make sure this is installed when you're doing this. And then you're just going to clip this little plastic body clip back into your window washer fluid and everything like that. And this is basically it. Now, you'll notice that this apron that they provided goes all the way across. There's no like dummy space on top of here. So that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. I'm just trying to help out people who need help. Bio mode, you have to go into Tesla and have them install it or have somebody come out, and they need to check your work first and then they'll install it.